Happy and fantastic day, dear children. I welcome you all to the English corner. Children, what topic we are going to read now? Come on, guess. By seeing the welcome picture, you could have guessed. Yes, what it is? Fantastic, it was trees. Now, see here how beautifully a tree is growing now. Yes, awesome to see this and to, the picture itself feel like it is really growing, right? So everyone has to plant a tree and you have to save trees also, right, children? Shall we move to the next slide? Right. So the topic is trees, a poem. Okay. Now, take a few minutes to tell one another the names of trees that you know or you have heard of. Yes, exactly. Mango, apple, orange, all fruits names you are saying. Fantastic. I can able to hear you. And mention the things trees give us. Yes, fruits, vegetables, etc. etc. Fantastic. So you all know that this is a small activity given for you. There are a number of things here in this tree. In this you have to take your rough note, write down the names of things that you get from trees alone. Okay, so many things are there, right? Umbrella is there, ball is there, so many things are there, and you have to find out what are all the things that you get from trees. Fantastic. This is a small activity for you and we'll go on to the next slide. Trees are for birds, right? See how beautifully trees are there, and trees are full of birds. That tree is covered with birds, I can say. So this I am seeing daily morning, early in the morning I can see this when I go to terrace, right? So beautifully, one big tree was there near my house, and all birds will be there only. That is nearly 50 to 100 years old tree, right? By seeing that itself, I feel really enchanting because I feel very proud that at least some trees are there like this. And trees are for children. Yes, for you. See here, one girl is picking flower and two children were fighting with each other. One is playing hide and seek, a ball I think, something. And one is taking care of or taking something else. So all these are for you. Trees are for children. Trees are to make tree houses in. So most of the tree houses I can see in Kerala and other areas where water was more and trees are also more. Okay, this picture I took it from Kerala type of house, right? The trees are to make tree houses in. See how beautiful the tree house is, fully made of wood, and it was standing on the tree. Can you able to see the stem here? The base was fully tree. Here also, between the trees only, between 2-3 trees, the house was constructed. Okay, right. Trees are to swings on. You know what is a swing? Yes, exactly. You will see in most of the parks, but trees are to swing. In olden days and even now, trees are there in villages to swing. Trees are for the wind to blow through. Wow, really. When we see trees, really we mean the wind only. Trees are for the wind to blow through. See how beautifully the wind is blowing, right? Trees are to hide behind in hide and seek. So what is this? A tree is there Somebody is hiding inside. Can you able to see who is that? Find out. This is a web activity for you. It's a small activity for you, right? Find out who is hiding there. It's a play. Trees are to have tea parties under. See here, tea party will be celebrated by adults only, not children. But here in our picture, animals are celebrating. Just to have fun, I chose this picture. Trees are to have tea parties under. So under the trees, they will celebrate tea parties. Trees are for kites to get caught in. So in 5th standard, in 6th standard, you could have read about kites, right? So kites, when it is caught, it will be really horrible and you will feel hurt, right? So trees are there to get caught in, for the kites to get caught in. Trees are to make cool shade in summer. So why it is making, how it is making a cool shade? How trees alone gives a cool shade? A small scientific example shown by picture. See here, from roots under the ground, it is sucking water. And the bubbles are the water. It is just transferring water from the root to all parts of the trees. Okay. So the trees will be always green and it will be very cool because of that water, right? So you feel that you are under the shade and you will feel the cool breeze, right? Now, even now, if you visualize that and you feel that, you will be there. Just poem is what? Poem is to enjoy, visualize and to get all sort of feelings. That is what this poem is for. Trees are to make cool shades in summer. I hope this picture will clearly make you understand why and how it is cool, right? Trees are to make no shade in winter. See, in winter, most of the trees will have only stem, no leaves, right? Then what happens? Slowly the leaves will grow. And most of the time sun will not be there and no need for the shade in winter. Here I am showing you the picture starting from the empty tree to the grown up. So what I tried to say is, in winter most of the trees will have no leaves and then only it will grow up. Okay. So again one more time you see this picture, right? So starting no leaves, then slowly it was growing. Trees are for apples to grow on and pears. Trees are for apples to grow on. So apple tree, you all know that, right? Trees are for apples to grow on. And pears, name of the fruit. So these two fruits are very important in our life. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. That is a proverb that you all know. So daily you should have at least one fruit. Maybe apple, maybe pears and maybe amla, right? Trees are to chop down and call timber. Trees are to chop down. When it was a tree, it will be fresh. And when it was cut, then it is called as timber. It was not called as a tree. Right? See how fast it was cutting. Really very bad. I felt very bad because they are destroying the trees. But to show you what a timber is, I selected this picture, right? So I hope you will understand what is the difference between a tree and a timber. Timber is nothing but a tree which was cut down, right? Trees make mothers say, what a lovely picture to paint. This is a real picture painting, okay, made of oil painting and watercolor, right? So beautifully. See, the shades are also there. So background is also full of trees. It's like a forest, and close up this tree was grown with full of orange and yellow background. Really awesome. Trees make fathers say, what a lot of leaves to rake this fall. See, always the leaves will fall down in autumn season. Right? Sorry, dear. What a lot of leaves to rake this fall. And this is the end of the poem written by Shirley BAUER. You want to see who is she? Right. She is only Shirley BAUER. And this is a summary. Take your classwork, dear. Take down the summary. The poem Trees is a long catalogue describing the various advantages of trees. Every person who looks at a tree appreciates it for a different reason. Trees are the source of sustaining life. They provide food and shelter. They are loved by children while playing games. They give shade and fruits and various other gifts. The trees are used by birds. They live in the trees and build their nest. Trees are used by children. They love to make tree houses and use them as swings. Children love to play hide and seek behind the trees. Not just children, even grown-ups have fun around the trees. They have their tea parties under the shade of the trees. The strong winds that blow through the trees provide relief to passers-by. During extreme summers, trees provide shade. During winters, trees do not provide shade and allow people to bath in the sun. People get to eat delicious fruits like apple and pear. Trees are also useful even when they are chopped down. We get timbers, which is used to make furniture. Some trees are like beautiful pictures that they would love to paint, and to others they are profitable, as even their shattered leaves could be put to great use. Even the leaves are useful. So this is question number 1. What are the games or human activities which use trees, or in which trees are also participate? Children use trees for their games. They make tree houses and play hide and seek behind the trees. Trees play an important role also while adults are spending some time at leisure. Under the shade of the tree, they have their tea parties, and they also become a benefiting subject matter for painting. Question number 2. Trees are to make no shade in winter. What does this mean? Contrast this line with the line immediately before it. Immediately before it. Trees are for apples to grow on or pears. Do you agree with that? One purpose of tree is to have fruit on it. Do you think this line is humorous? Right? During summer, the trees provide cool shade. In winters, this shade is not required. So people stand under the open sun to enjoy its warmth. One purpose of the tree is to provide fruits like apples, pears, and so on. This line is not humorous. Humans do rely on trees for food. We are dependent on trees for food. So I hope children, this poem will be interesting. And this is very, very easy poem. And the next session, we will have a recap of the poem and continuation of the question and answers. Dear, thank you.